Okay, all are mostly. Okay. So if required, he is very much available. So in the morning we spoke about anger and Dhruva Maharaj's anger, and the rest of the anger class we will continue part 2 tomorrow. So I was thinking a general topic we can take up today is about Grihasta life. You know, the goal of our life is to go back home, back to Godhead. And this journey is a difficult one. And as Grihastas, we are very lucky to have a partner in this journey to help us. Usually in science, in physics and chemistry, you learn so many things. But practically, unless and until you do the experiments in the lab, you cannot understand. Similarly, we learn or we hear or we read so much from Srimad Bhagavatam, how to be tolerant, how to be grateful, how to appreciate each other. But to practically apply, we need a partner. In the brahmachari and sannyas life, they don't have that privilege because everybody will always be nice to them and everybody will always be respectful to them. So there is no way that they need to tolerate something. But in Grihastha life, you have some partner with you who will always show you a mirror. So it is such a wonderful thing that you have somebody who will help you with your faults, who will help you with your shortcomings. It is a, I mean, it's horror if you have people around you who are always only appreciating you. Where is Saundarya? I don't see Saundarya. Yeah. She's coming? Okay. So we really need to have somebody in our life who will help us with our faults and all. Usually we are so afraid to tell anybody any fault because we are afraid of Vaishnava Parad. So we have somebody ready-made in our house who without any fee is going to tell us our aparads or tell us our flaws. So it's such a privilege to be in Grihastha ashram. And if you see in the scriptures also, we hear about so many successful Grihasthas. We hear about Ambarish Maharaj. He was such an ideal Grihastha. We hear about the Pandavas. They were such ideal Grihastha. Lord Shri Krishna himself was such an ideal Grihastha. 16,108 wives and there was no mother-in-law, daughter-in-law fighting. They were all happy. Never did Devaki complain about Satyabhama. So they were such an ideal couple. Aditi and Kashyap is such an ideal couple. Then we have Sukanya with Chavan Rushi. They were such an ideal couple. Then we have Prithu Maharaj and Archi. They were such an ideal couple. Then we have Satarupa, Manu and Satarupa, Swayambhu Manu and his wife. They were such an ideal couple. And such we can give so many such examples. Kardama Muni and Devahuti. Anybody else getting anything in the mind? Ideal couples from Bhagavatam. Lord Rama was an ideal couple. We started the session with Sita Ram because they are the ideal couples, right? Everybody, when you get married, people will bless you saying you should be like Sita Ram. Should be a beautiful couple. They never say you be like Radha Krishna because Krishna married so many people. So be Sita Ram, just one wife, one husband. Anybody, any other examples coming from the scriptures of Shiva Parvati? Yes, we can say that. Yeah, but they always fight. But they were good couple. Who else? So many examples are there in the Lakshmi Narayan. Yes, their ideal couple. Yes, who else? Nityananda Prabhu and Jahanava Devi, such an ideal couple. Who else? Mostly we see these the sages of that time. They had wives who used to help them with their yagya. He used to take care of the Gurukul, right? We used to always hear about Guru Mata taking care of the disciples of the Guru, of her husband, cook for them, right? Such an ideal couple they were. So yes, we need to have a proper horizontal relationship. Sometimes we simply focus on the vertical relationship with Krishna. But we forget about the horizontal relationship with people around us. It is so important. There has to be a fine balance between both. If somebody has very good horizontal relationship, very happy with his family, friends, but doesn't have Krishna, it won't last for long. When we have a relationship with Krishna, it's a foundation for the building. Without proper foundation, if there are many floors in the building, even if you decorate them very nicely also, a little strong breeze and the floors may break. Similarly, you may have wonderful relationship, but if Krishna is not in the center, it may not last for long. At the same time, you have wonderful relationship with Krishna, but you don't have very good relationship with the devotees around you, with your wife and with your children or with your husband. That will also not last long. Why? Because even though you have relationship with Krishna, you won't be able to chant. Imagine you just had a fight with somebody. You just had a fight with your wife. Now you come and take your mala bag and sit. Can you chant nicely? You can't. Your mind will be somewhere. She said like that. So we have to have a proper combination of both horizontal and vertical relationship in a balanced way. So we see that in the present day, there are so many challenges we face as a Grihasta. Some misunderstanding will be there. So many divorces are happening. What to say about the material world? Even in the spiritual communities also we are seeing that people are not happy with each other. So where are we failing? We attend morning program, we attend Bhagavatam class, we are doing our 16 rounds. Still, why are the couples not able to stay together? What is the problem? So today we will discuss about certain practical problems in Grihastha life, because of which the couples are not able to successfully stay together. This is something like Bhagavatam class after the Bhagavatam class. We hear Bhagavatam class, but the actual life starts after the morning program, where you have to day talk with the devotees, deal with them. Relationships in bhakti life is so important, because actually bhakti life is very simple. Just you get the best of the food. There is no austerity there. You can wear what you like, you can eat nice prasadam, you have all kinds of facility. It's not that we are going somewhere and 10,000 years of tapasya on one feet. We are happily eating apple pudding and nice ice creams and all. The only challenge we face in bhakti life is to have proper Vaishnava etiquette, have proper relationships. That's very important, Vaishnava Sadachar. When we speak about Vaishnava Sadachar or Vaishnava relationship, what comes to your mind immediately? If I say Vaishnava Sadachar, what comes to your mind immediately? Offenses, avoiding offenses. What else comes to your mind the moment you speak about Vaishnava Sadachar? Respect and compassion. What else? Humble. Any other thing comes to your mind when I say Vaishnava Sadachar? Tolerance. Selfless love. Love and care. Okay. All this towards whom? Other Vaishnavas. But it doesn't come towards your wife or husband. That's what I'm trying to say. That's where we fail. The moment we talk about Vaishnava etiquette, the moment I use the word Vaishnava Sadachar, Vaishnava etiquette, did anybody at that fraction of moment imagine your wife or husband? No. We just imagine some other devotees. Oh, I should be nice to them. Because we forget that our husband and wife is also a Vaishnava. That's where we are lacking. And that's why the relationships break, right? Many times the husbands, when I go for Europe or Australia, London, different yatras, the only complaint I get from the husbands is that, Mataji, when the sannyasis come, my wife is making 56 varieties. Otherwise, I'm only eating cornflakes every day. Why like that, Mataji? Am I not a Vaishnava? Or is there some rule that if you cook for sannyasis, you get better benefit? If you cook for your husband, you don't get benefit? No, he is also a Vaishnava. Why do we cook for sannyasis or brahmacharis or other devotees? Because we feel that, oh, they are chanting rounds, they are Krishna conscious, they are Vaishnava. If we serve a Vaishnava, what is that in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Bhakta Pada Dhuli or Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakta Bhukta Avashesha, Tina Mahabal. Oh, I serve a Vaishnava. What about our own wife and husband? They are also Vaishnava. They are chanting 16 rounds, they are preaching, wearing kanti, wearing tilak, reading Bhagavatam. So these kind of small factors we ignore, right? So we have to be respectful to our near and dear ones, our own. See, actually, what happens is when somebody is very close to us, we take them for granted. We are always looking somewhere else. We are not looking, a Vaishnava right there in our house is present, to whom we can serve every day and get so much immense benefit. So we should be very careful in dealing with our wife and children and husband. Very careful, because they are also Vaishnavas. They are also part and parcel of Krishna. Every single person that we are seeing is part and parcel of Krishna. Need German translation? Anybody needs translation? Oh, he is translating. If anybody needs translation, he is translating. Am I fast again? Okay, I'll try to be slow. But otherwise, you're all okay? I'm trying to be as slow as possible. So, yes. So, Krishna has given us a certain partner. We cannot change our partner. Sometimes we cannot change the content of our life, but we can change the context. The way we look at things, the way we deal, that can be changed. So, after we speak on this seminar today, the only thing we will be doing is your circumstances won't change. After hearing this seminar, only the way you respond to that will be different. The way you look at things, you'll change your perception towards everything. So I've come up with this acronym, Grihasta, Grihasta. And we will discuss one quality that we can practically apply in our life to have a hassle-free journey back home, back to Godhead with our spouse, right? So the first thing with G comes is goal. We have to fix our goal. We ourselves are not sure if we want to go back to Krishna. We feel inspired in company of devotees. But again, at the same time, we keep changing our goals. Sometimes when we hear a beautiful Bhagavatam class, we are very inspired. I want to leave and resign my job just now. I want to serve Krishna. Then after 2 months, you go to some house program and you say, wow, the chandelier is very beautiful. Actually, we should be materially also successful and spiritually also. Actually, we should manage both. So we'll keep on changing our goals. Sometimes we'll say something, sometimes we'll do something, right? First of all, you see, Aditi and Kashyap, if you read that conversation in Bhagavatam, when Kashyap Muni comes home, he asks Aditi, because he had been out for a long time. So he asked her, is everybody okay at home? Are the maids okay? Are you serving the brahmanas? Are the household animals, cattle and all, they are okay? Is everybody satisfied? Is there enough grocery at home? When he asks this question, we get surprised. Can you imagine? He must have been out for so long time doing tapasya. Whereas Kashyapa did not have one wife, he had many wives. In spite of having so many wives, such a big household, still how he was able to get time? We just have one husband, one wife also, we don't have time. Sometimes just one child, two child, but there is no time. Why they got so much time? Because they are not confused. Their goal is very clear. Yes, this is the goal of my life. When goal is clear, our time will not be wasted. What is happening is because goal is not clear, we walk 4 steps, then come back. Then again we walk 4 steps, we come back. Because our goal is not clear. We are not sure. That is why there are always confusion. Shall I go to Vrindavan or shall I meet my parents first when we go to India? Shall I do this? Shall I do that? Shall I follow the instructions of my Guru Maharaj? Shall I resign this job? Shall I take that? Whom should I ask? Whom should I ask? Always confusions and questions. Why? Because goal is not clear. If goal is clear, you'll have no doubt, because this is where I have to go, and to go there, this is conducive. I will do it. I don't have to ask anybody. It'll be clear. But because somewhere our goal is not clear, psychologically we are looking for help from somebody who will tell us that no, you don't need to resign job. Just like we want some support to support our materialistic desire, which is underlying, which is not openly coming out, and we just want some support from others saying that itna karne ka zarat nahi hai Krishna conscious. You don't have to go so deep. It's okay if you do little, and then that satisfies us. I wanted to do, but Prabhu only said, so it's okay. We just want to satisfy ourselves. But if the goal is clear, we will be very clear. There is no doubt. See, you go to a departmental store. If you're very clear you want to buy bread, wheat bread, how much time it will take? 2 minutes. Because there are hangings there. Where is the bread counter? You go, buy bread, bill counter, over. But you go to a departmental store, you're not sure what you want. Then, you will waste time. You'll go here, go there, go here, go there. And if the saleswoman or somebody comes and tell you, can I help you, sir? I don't know, because even I don't know what I want. How will you help me? This is what is happening. When our spiritual mentors, they walk into our life, they're asking us, can I help you? But we don't know how to take that help because we are still not sure whether we want to go back home, back to Godhead, or the general tendency is, what you are saying is nice, but not now. I'll take some more time. This is not the time. I want some more time. Not now, I'll do it later on, right? Many times in the Hindi there is this kahavat. Kal kare so aaj kare so parso. Itni bhi kya jaldi hai, jab jeena hai barso. The Bhagavad Dham, Goloka Vrindavan is Shashvat. And Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter says that the soul is Shashvat. Well, I am permanent, Goloka Vrindavan is permanent, what's the hurry? If not this lifetime, I'll go in some other lifetime. And Krishna is Shashvat. And you said Krishna will always forgive us, so there is time. There is no urgency. If there is urgency, we will do things in different way, right? Suppose if I tell you, there is a snake in this room, what will happen? Immediately all of you will run from here. Immediately. Will anybody of you will say, oh, really? So nicely you told. So sweetly you told. Can you tell in Telugu? Can you please tell again in Tamil? Forget about what you are saying. I want to go from here because there is a snake. Similarly, when we hear spiritual instructions, what is our reaction after the Bhagavatam class? Wow, Maharaj spoke so nicely, so sweetly. Wonderful. Did you hear that, Maharaj? So nicely. What is that? So nicely, but then what? After that, no action, but super he spoke, very nicely he spoke. It was wonderful. Class was so inspiring it was, right? What is the use, right? What's the action? That means we don't feel urgency. That, yeah, I need to do something. The house is burning. We need to get out from here. So if the goal is clear, our Grihasta life will become very easy. There will be no much arguments, right? So G for goal. The other thing for G is G for being grateful. One should be grateful in whatever situation Krishna has put us. This is one of my favorite dialogue and I keep telling it in every class. Bloom where you are planted. Don't keep complaining. Oh, wish my husband was like that. Oh, wish my wife was a devotee. Wish my husband didn't have anger. Wish my wife was more humbler. It's all no use. Whatever situation Krishna has put, that is best for you. If your spouse is not a devotee, probably Krishna has planned it like that, so that you will be more alert. If your spouse is a devotee, maybe Krishna has planned like that because Krishna knows you don't have capacity and determination to continue Krishna consciousness on your own. You need a spouse who is a devotee, otherwise you will not continue. So Krishna knows how much, what dose, where, what to give you. So whatever situation Krishna has put us in, we should be grateful. And we should be very grateful to our partner, whatever they are. In whatever, we should always take the positive and good points. See, life is like that, Grihasta life. Of course, all are Grihastas, so I can speak openly. The Grihasta life will be like that. In the beginning, it will be very beautiful when the person gets married because of physical attraction towards each other. Whatever the wife says, the husband will feel it's okay. When she speaks, I feel like honey is coming out. And when husband says something also, wife also feels very happy. But after some time, when the physical attraction withers away, then so many other issues will happen. I'm speaking generally. It may not happen with everybody. Whatever I'm speaking is based on the feedbacks or the emails that I get regularly on the basis of whom devotees I counsel. Then there is some other issues of insecurity. Because nowadays husband, wife both are working outside. When they work outside, they have to mix with other gender. They have to freely mix with other gender. Maybe in this country there is not a problem, but in India, freely mixing of other genders is a little question of insecurity. The husband feels insecure, who my wife is talking to, wife is insecure, whose message my husband got. That is one phase. After that, slowly what phase will come is children will be born. Once the children are born, there's another phase. You change the diaper. I was awake yesterday night. You do that. That fighting will start, You get the milk bottle. Why should I carry all that? After that, again, another phase will come. The children will grow up. Now, that fighting will be over. Now, the teenage problems will start. The girl will say, I want iPhone Pro Max, give me daddy, and mother. That kind of things will happen. She's not listening to me, what to do. That phase happens. Then again, what happens? Career selection. Where my daughter should go, where my son should go, saving money for them. You pass through that, settle them in a proper way. After that, marriage. After that, deliveries of the children. After that, what happens? The kids go away. They have their wings and they fly away. The nest becomes empty. Now what happens? The husband is for wife and wife is for husband. All the stages that they pass together are over. Now another kind of insecurity starts. Maybe she will die before me, or I will die before her, or if my husband dies, who will take care of me? They're always worried about each other, right? At the end of the life, it's only she for him and he for her. So if they have a good and cordial relationship, then they will be good partners in Krishna consciousness. Because now the body is energetic. You can get inspiration from other devotees also. You can go and associate with them, do kirtan with them. But this is not going to be same. At the fag end, there will be health problems, health issues. You cannot move around so freely. So if you help each other in advancing in Krishna consciousness, till the fag end of your life, you will have a Vaishnav partner who will support you. At the fag end, when your body is withering, you're getting old, your wife will support you. Prabhu, you're not able to hear, I will read Bhagavatam for you. Or your husband will support, oh, you're having a backache, okay, you lie down, I will read Bhagavatam for you. So you will be there for each other. For that, you have to invest in the relationship from now only, so that you are there for each other at the fag end, right? If you don't have proper relationships and you're broken relationships, you'll have to spend your old age alone. And old age is a time you need some support. When you are young, so many people will give you affection. They would like to talk to you. But when our body becomes old, people don't even want to associate with us. We are so helpless. So if at the right age, all of you are young, at the right age, if you invest nicely in your relationship with some tolerance, some sacrifice, some adjustments, and somehow hang together, you will have such a support in Krishna consciousness. So all these things will pass. Nobody should feel that it happened only between me and my husband. We used to fight, and it happens with every couple. That will keep on going. And if the husband and wife, they are not fighting, then there is something seriously wrong. Maybe your husband is having a girlfriend, find out. Because he has to fight with you. That if you are fighting means your relationship is genuine, pakka, everything is going wonderfully. They will fight. Why? Because there are two different people with two different brought up, family background, opinions, how they can think alike. There will be different opinion for everything. Actually, we have a imagination that my husband should be like me. Actually, it's a horror actually. If your husband talks like you, speaks like you, walks like you, eats like you, thinks like you will get crazy. How can he? Shall we eat chapati? Yes. Shall we go here? Yes. Shall we do this? Yes. Oh, it will become boring. No, let's not do it. Why can't we do this? That brings a spice in life, right? But if just like you, he's your copy, clone, you will feel very irritated. Actually, opposites, they attract. If they have some other quality, you have some other. That's why you see usually in the couple, between husband and wife, there will be one person who will be little bit strong-headed and, little aggressive, and one will be soft. And that combination will stay nicely. Both are hot means it's over. Love at first sight, devote at first fight. That's it. I love you in the first sight and then divorce at the first fight. Okay, tata, bye-bye, they'll go away. Who will tolerate whom? But somebody will be soft, somebody will be aggressive, and somehow they will go together. That's the combination. So we have to be grateful. We don't even know if the other partner, how long that other partner is going to stay with us. I'll tell you a real life example. I was counseling a couple, very young couple. They were married for 4 or 5 years. Always they used to fight for small little things. So once the husband was complaining to me, Mataji, my wife has a habit of putting the bindi, the Indian ladies, we put bindi on the mirror. And the whole mirror will get like sticky, all that stickers will be putting it. Always he will complain, why can't she clean it? I cannot even see my face. I shave in the morning, all the stickers will be there. So, he will not put that, he will not dry the towel. He will put the socks here. He will not keep it clean. He will forget if I ask him to bring something. He's shouting at so many things like that. They used to fight. But suddenly his wife was discovered with 4th stage cancer, and she left body. He was just a 34-year-old young man. Oh, he was completely broken down. So after that, all Kriya Karma, everything over, after 6 or 8 months, he came to visit us to Vishakhapatnam. So I was like, myself and my husband, we are counseling him, Prabhu, what can be done? Everybody is temporary in this world. So he was telling Mataji, you know what I am doing now? I go to a shop, I buy all the bindi packets and I am only putting it. I am only putting it on the mirror, just remembering her. So imagine when the person is around you, you're not grateful. And when the person leaves, then you miss. Because the human psychology is, whenever we have something, we don't value it. Right? Whatever we have, we want to have something else. Just yesterday I was telling, if it is sunny, we think, why is it so hot? It should be cool. In the morning today, Mangalarti, it was cold. Why is it so cold? It should be hot, right? So when it is hot, we want it cold. When it is cold, we want it hot. Always wanting that which is not. Which is not there, we want that only, right? So like that, we should have a proper goal. We should be grateful. GR. With R, we should respect each other. That's very important. We should respect the gender difference. The men think in different way. The women think in different way. We should respect. Usually the men are more goal-oriented. The women are more process-oriented. The men don't like to speak long. They believe in action. But women, they enjoy talking. So everybody has different nature, temperaments. If we respect that, we value that, that's very important, right? And especially in India, I don't know about here, but the women, they really like to gossip. You can tell them if they're ready to skip a meal, but if you tell them not to talk, that they may die. They have to talk to somebody. They have to tell what happened today, what they ate, where they went for shopping, what happened, right? The usual this with the wives is, even if they go for buying a sari, they want to come back home and tell their husband, I went for buying sari, this happened, that happened. I got a taxi, I got down from taxi, I went to this shop, I went to that shop. Already that man will be feeling headache. When she will stop all that, Okay, did you buy the sari? No, after that what happened, I'll tell you. I went to the shop, the sari, they showed me blue color. Okay, did you buy the blue color sari? No, you don't like that blue color. Na? That's why I thought I will see for red color. And this man will be thinking, when did I tell her I don't like blue color? Every color I like, Baba, buy. Then I went to buy red color. Okay, did you buy red color sari? No, that we bought last time only na, in Rupa's marriage. So I did not buy that. Okay, then what? Then I went and bought saw all the green saris. Okay, did you take green sari? No, olive green was not available. And this man will be getting frustrated. Okay, fine, what you bought, finish it up, right? So what happens is, men are goal-oriented. You can talk in one line. I went and bought sari. He'll be very happy. But the women are process-oriented. If you tell them, speak shortly, okay, I went and bought sari, they will not enjoy. What they enjoyed is the whole process. I went like this happened, I went to the bill counter and somebody was staring at my sari. I think they liked what I bought. I think I bought the best one. So that's why I always advise the couple that if you love your husband, please speak short. What you should do is, all these things, if you want to speak, you should tell your husband short, I went and bought a sari. Then you should pick up your phone, call your friend and explain to her, I went, this happened, that happened. Then there is no problem. But if you love your husband, you should speak shortly. And for all the Prabhujis, I tell them, if you love your wife, just hear it. There is no choice. They will feel so happy if you just give your ear and okay. What I can tell you is I can give you an idea. When they speak like that, you just look at them, but you can think something else also. They cannot understand. Only in between you do like this, that's it. And you can keep thinking something else. They will feel satisfied and your time will not be wasted. But don't dare look at the phone. Then they will feel very bad. Look at them only like a robot, They will feel so happy. So like that, we have to respect the gender difference. Everybody, Krishna has made them in different way. If we understand that, then we can have such a nice, healthy relationship. We understand, okay, Mataji's they like. So according to that, we can engage them in Krishna's service. This is the Mataji's temperament. This is the Prabhuji's temperament, right? And respecting does not mean only respecting your husband or wife. You have to respect everybody connected to your husband. This is very important. And a husband should respect everybody connected to the wife. This is also very important. Sometimes I face complaints from the couple saying that, Mataji, when her mother comes from India, she serves very nicely. When my mother comes from India, she gets headache. Why like that? Why she's not serving my parents nicely? Or why he's not serving my parents nicely? Actually, the usual problem happens between the wife and husband's mother. Why? I'll tell you. There is a very practical reason for it. You will never see that a man having problem with the wife's parents. There will not be much fighting. Why? Because they don't meet regular basis. It's once in a while. But when it comes with women, they are staying with the husband's parents, and familiarity breeds contempt. They're all the time together. When we are up close with somebody regularly, then we can see their faults. If we meet somebody once in a while, everything is nice only. There is no fault finding. That is why a husband has an important role of managing that relationship in a very nice way, by giving equal importance to both mother and wife and managing it in the nice way. And even the Matajis also should understand that the mother of the husband or the father of the husband, they are very important people. They are the ones who must have spent sleepless nights taking care of your husband and making him capable and educating him, feeding him, must have taken care of him during his health problems. We should be so grateful. Frankly, if we love somebody, we love everything connected to that person. If we really have respect and love for a husband, we should have similar love and respect for everybody connected to him. That will make family life so happy. And even the husbands, they have to have so much patience. Sometimes they expect that immediately the wife should change and start behaving in the way their family members want. But it doesn't happen like that. Even a cell phone, when you buy a new cell phone and you want to transfer the data, it doesn't happen in a minute. You have to keep the two phones. The data will slowly transfer from the old phone to the new phone. In between, you should not press buttons. You should leave it like that. It will happen. Similarly, a girl walks into the family from completely different background. Adjusting in your house will take so much time of data transferring. You should allow the data to transfer. Even a new sapling, sometimes we have to keep it in a greenhouse so that it does not get harsh sun. Like that, in any relationship, we have to invest in the relationship, give them sufficient time to understand and to grow together. So G for grateful, R for respect, I for importance. We should know how much importance has to be given for what event. Sometimes we over demonize something or over romanticize something. We should be very careful how much importance to give to what. Sometimes small incidents in life, but we'll keep on repeating them, revisiting them, right? Sometimes somebody said something. Okay, then and there, forget, forgive, but we'll keep on revisiting it. She told like that day she told like that. Especially Matajis, actually, they have very good memory power. What the Matajis can remember, nobody can remember. If I think all the husbands have that experience. Whenever there is a fight, the wife can quote from 1980s, 1992, Thursday morning, you spoke with my mother in this way. You spoke like this in this person's marriage and all, right? That is the nature. Matajis have so good data that they should use that memory power in remembering the scriptures, because Krishna has given that such a boon to us, right? So if we can remember scriptures like that, Bhagavatam like that, it will be so useful, right? So we should try and not keep things in our mind. As soon as an event happens, I don't know, I saw one movie with my children. I mean, as devotees, we don't see, but this one thing I've seen with my younger son, Harry Potter. The other reason for seeing that is I run a school in Vizag, so sometimes we select certain cartoons like Tom and Jerry, and there is some Mr. Bean. So there are certain things which we put it on the screen. Apart from Chota Beam or Little Krishna, we allow them indulge in such. So Harry Potter is one such. So there is in this Harry Potter movie, what I saw, there is this, I forgot the name, there is this big man, Dumbledore. He is the principal of the school. And he has this magic wand. And with this magic wand, he just puts whatever is there in his memory, he takes it out and he puts it in water or some kind of a solution. So that means he doesn't carry it with him. Whenever he wants to recollect, he again takes it out from that solution and keeps it back. I loved it so much. I feel every devotee should do like that. Just remove all that things, Whatever has happened, remove that incident. Let's keep this empty only for Krishna. Nobody else here. Only for Bhagavatam, only for remembering verses. Rest, whatever happens, you can just remove it and keep it aside. We don't require that. Forget and forgive. That is why you see, even in our grocery or any items that you buy, there will be three letters written there. MRP. MRP means maximum retail price. Maximum. You don't have to pay more than that. If MRP is 30 means you should pay 30. If the shopkeeper asks you 31, you can say, no, I will not pay. Similarly, in our life also, every incident and event that happens, you should give only that much importance, as much as required. Sometimes we give over importance, over expand that thing, and we keep revisiting, churning, and make it so bitter. So then and there we should finish it up, right? So G for gratefulness. Another thing, G for goal. R for I for introspection also. Sometimes we don't do introspection, right? There are so many things wrong with us also. We're always expecting. Like I'm reminded of Srila Prabhupada's one pastime where one devotee went and told Prabhupada, this devotee is like this devotee is like this. How am I supposed to deal with him? And Prabhupada said, tolerate him just like I'm tolerating you. So sometimes we think we are tolerating people. We don't understand people are tolerating us. There is so many things wrong in us also. So a couple of years back, I was in Dubai and I was doing a seminar with the Grihastas, husband and wife. So we had all the wives at one side and we had all the husbands at one side. I told them all, okay, take a white paper. Because we had a lot of time. I did a workshop, so we had enough time to do so many things. I told them, take a white paper on both the sides. I told the husbands, write down all the qualities that you want in your wife. And I told the wives, write down all the qualities that you want in your husband. They were super excited. Finally, Mataji will now, give us this chance, whatever I want in my wife. So they wrote and everybody was writing like a PhD thesis. I thought it will be over in 1 minute. It was only 1 minute. They said, Mataji, can you have extension of time? I have many things to write. I said, okay, fine, go ahead. And they wrote. And now they were ready after the 5 minutes. Okay, now shall I give it to my wife? This is what I want. I said, no, that's not the part of the exercise. Now you read it. What all that you wanted in your wife, how many of that qualities you have in you, yourself. Then they thought, why did I write such a big... So we have so much expectation we want from others. They should be like this, they should be like that. But do you be like that? No. Right? So this is one thing. Introspection. What qualities you have. Check in yourself before having expectation for others. Right? See, other thing is, this life is very short. See, Vishwamitra and all, they did tapasya for 60,000 years. In Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, Sat Yuga, they had such long lives. Our time is very limited. We are not even living for 100 years. Maybe maximum 70, 80, not more than that. In these 80 years of life, if we keep on wasting time just fighting with each other, what's the point? We have very less time. Let's somehow forget, forgive, and keep going with each other. Not finding all this small, what you say, nip picking, this. We have to forget. In fact, there was this one couple, they were celebrating their 50th anniversary, 50th marriage anniversary. So everybody came and they had all cake cutting and all. So then everybody was asking, how come you had such a successful marriage, 50 years? Usually there will be some or the other problem. He said, very simple. Between me and my wife, we decided that all the big decisions in life, I will take. All the small decisions in life, my wife will take. That way we are having a happy married life. So everybody in the crowd asked, what are those big decisions and what are those small decisions? If you guide us, we can also. So he said that all the small decisions like what we'll do with our monthly salary, where will we buy our flat, which school our children will study, what stream they will select, where we will invest our money, all that small decisions my wife takes. Really? That are small. So what are the big decisions that you take? Well, should India attack Iraq or not? Should Modi do demonetization or not? I tell my wife, hey, look, honey, Modi should not do that, demonetization. And she agrees with me. So all the big decisions, I take care. All the small decisions in life, my wife takes care. So like that, sometimes we just need to cooperate. Some of the spouse have a little demanding nature. We have to tolerate a little bit. And when two iron pipes need to be welded, then both need to bend. If they say they will not bend, you can't weld them together. If you have to have a relationship, you have to bend a little bit and he has to bend a little bit, and that way you will have a wonderful relationship. So, I for importance. Next comes H, Grih. It's 4 o'clock and we're going to have session up to 5? 5. Okay, 5. Then I can go a little slow. So H for humble. Like I said, we should be humble and tolerant. Well, we are reciting Sikshashtakam every day. Trinadapi, Tarodapi, Sahishuna. So we got a chance to practically apply it in our life. If everybody around us is nice and glorifying us, where is the chance? With our spouse, we have this chance. How much Trinadapi we are able to be, how humble we are able to be. So we can be humble in our relationship, then that will be a successful relationship. And not only that, we have to be H for happy also. Sometimes we wait for big things to happen in our life to be happy. When I buy a car, I'll be happy. When I have my own house, I'll be happy. When this happens, I get a seat in this college, I'll be happy. But we should learn to be happy in small things. Today the prasadam was wonderful. The sweet was nice. I had a good time. We had a nice time at New Simhachalam. I'm happy. If the small things should make you happy. Oh, the weather is nice. I could dry my clothes. Krishna is so kind. I'm happy. Everything. Oh, I had a wonderful drive. We came from Lindau and there was no problem. I'm happy. So small things. If you learn to be happy in small things, you will be so satisfied and grateful, right? Instead of waiting for something big to happen. So for small thing that your husband does also, you should feel happy about it, right? So H for be humble and H for be happy. So Grih. A for adjust. Adjust with each other. See, everybody has to adjust in this world. Nobody is sarvaguna sampanna. There is nobody in this world who has all the qualities, Sometimes, young girls, they come to me. Mataji, I want to get married. So I say, okay, you make your resume and put it in the Vaishnav matrimonial. So they say, Mataji, actually I want to have a husband who should be handsome. He should be very sweet-natured. He should be very super rich. Not like Ambani, but at least he should have money. He should be a devotee. He should be initiated. He should have a IIT engineer. He should have this. He should have so many things they will say. And I tell them only one thing. The kind of qualities that you want, that kind of creation is not there, I will put a special application to Brahma to create one for you. Because all the qualities in one looks little difficult. You can't get a husband who is a nice nature also, rich also, handsome also, intelligent also, this also, that. I tell them I'll put a special application to Brahma. Maybe he will create one and send. So we cannot expect that my wife should be Sarvaguna Sampanna. Neither you should expect my husband should be Sarvaguna Sampanna, because we are not. We are not perfect. How are we expecting them to be perfect? We should just adjust with whatever Krishna has given us, right? Nobody can be perfect in this world. So A for adjust. A for also appreciate. We have to appreciate each other. See, when we appreciate our spouse, see, actually there is something called happy hormones in our body. There are 4 happy hormones. When we get appreciation from others, when we achieve something, when we sing and dance, all these things contribute to release of happy hormones. So when we appreciate each other, even physically, the spouse will remain healthy. When you appreciate little things, when you, then they will feel, yes, a sense of achievement. Yes, I'm appreciated, I'm wanted, I'm liked. That will make them so happy. So little small things we can appreciate instead of constantly comparing, right? When I don't know here, but in India, one problem that the Matajis will tell me, no matter how nicely I will cook, my husband will always say the sambar is not like my mother. My mother makes the best. My mother cooks like this. And sometimes in the devotee community, they will say, this is nice, but that Mataji makes it so nicely. That Mata, 1 or 2 days, the wife will tolerate. 3rd day, she will say, go and eat there only then. I cannot cook. If that is not coming out well, forget it then. Right? Even the wives also should have appreciation for husband. Sometimes the wives become so nagging. No matter how much the person works hard, there is always something. Everything is nice, but... And that's it. That's all. And then the whole story will start. There is a but, there is a but, there is a but. If we have this kind of nature, what will happen? Even if we go to Swarga also, we cannot be happy. After going to Swarga also, we may say, everything is nice, but Urvashi is not smiling at me. While dancing, she's supposed to give me a good smile. We'll never be happy. Anywhere we go, we cannot be happy. Those who have that nature of complaining, they can never be happy anywhere. So whatever it is, we should have appreciation. We cannot get best, but whatever we got is the best. Instead of trying to get the best, whatever I have is the best. I'm happy. This is what I deserve. Krishna has given me more than I deserve. We should have that mentality, right? So always appreciate. In fact, little things. If we learn to appreciate the people around us, we will acquire such beautiful nature. Then we will have loving disposition towards everybody and loving disposition towards Krishna, because that's a contagious thing. When we love everybody around us, we love Krishna, everything will become wonderful in our life. So whatever small things, even if Mataji has done something or sing something nicely or cook something nicely or done something, immediately husband should appreciate and wife should also appreciate. Instead of constantly comparing with other person's opulence. He bought a car, we didn't buy yet. He bought a house in India, we didn't buy yet. Instead of that constant comparison, we are happy whatever we have, and I know you are working hard, and yes, we will do it step by step. That encouragement a wife should always give a husband and be a supporting factor in his life. He should not feel that as soon as I come home, there will be a complaint box right in front of me. He should feel when I go home, there will be a supporting person right in front of me who will help me. Yes, you are doing well and we will do better. Next, S for serve. So we'll just revise again. G for grateful, respect, GRI, importance and introspection. H for humble, happy, yes. And then A for adjust, appreciate. Now comes S for serve. Serve. When we love, we serve. Sometimes what we think is simply expressing love is enough. No. Love means serve. It will come naturally. When you love somebody, you want to serve that person. Serving is a symptom of love. Sometimes, how do I know this person loves me or she loves me? When you love somebody, you have that intense desire to do something for that person. How should I make that person comfortable? That's a symptom. So when we love our wife, we love our husband, we should serve. Loving does not mean, it should not be lip deep, it should be heart deep. It should be showed in our actions. Just like we love Krishna, that is why we do devotional service. When we love our spouse, then love the Vaishnavas, we should serve them. So serving is very important. Even if they respond or they don't respond. See, it's like this. You go to a bank, you deposit some money in the bank. After 1 month, you go and withdraw the money. Now, when you have deposited, maybe you have deposited in a certain currency. You have a currency of 10 euros, 100 euros, okay? When you deposited 100 euro notes, 10,000 euros. But when you withdraw, they didn't give you 100 euro notes. They gave you in 10 euro denominations. Will you fight with them? You'll not fight with them, because the whole point is you got your money back. In what denomination you got, it's not important. You deposited 10,000 euros, you got your 10,000 euros back. Same thing happens. When we serve somebody, when we do something nice, we may not get back reciprocation from that person. But the fact that you have done a service, she may not serve you back, but she may, or he may, or she may. It will come in different denomination. So don't worry, just do your job. Even if the opposite person is nice to you or not, you should do your job of serving the person, because everything is getting calculated and noted in Krishna's bank, whatever Vaishnava service you are doing, because wife and husband are also Vaishnavas. So when we love, we serve. Next comes to T, Grihast. T for tolerate. Certain things we can mitigate. From certain situations we have to migrate, but certain situations we just have to tolerate. We can't do anything, right? If I am feeling cold here, I have only one solution. Either I can leave this place, migrate, or I can mitigate. I can wear some coat. If I don't have a coat and I don't have a choice of leaving this place, then I have to tolerate. Nothing can be done. So sometimes we may not be very happy with our spouse, nature, temperament, situation in our current life, but we have to tolerate. Krishna said that in Bhagavad Gita, Tam Titikshasva Bharata. When Arjuna told, you are telling me all this Gita, but when my relatives and friends die, I won't be able to see them. I'll feel separation from them. Krishna said, you have to tolerate, Arjuna. Nothing can be done. We have to tolerate. The seasons change, we tolerate. Right? Sometimes it is cold, sometimes it is hot. Sometimes we are not feeling well. Sometimes somebody respects us, somebody disrespects us. We just have to tolerate. In the Brahma's prayer, Brahma says that Tatte nukampa susamiksha manu bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam. Tatte nukampa. No matter what situation, your devotees, what is their temperament, their nature, they will simply tolerate. Whatever situation comes in life, they will think that this is because of my previous life karma. And it's not that they will sit and cry, oh, this is my previous life karma, what I should do. While tolerating, what they will do, hridvak vapubhir, with their body, mind, words, they will pay obeisances to Krishna, and they will patiently wait for Krishna to show his mercy. So any devotee who is doing this, accepting every situation as their own previous life karma, and while tolerating that situation, praying to Krishna with their body, mind and words, and waiting for Krishna, if they do these three things, then they become rightful owners, or they can become rightful owners of the father's property. Means they will become, I don't know the right word in the English, but they can go back home, back to Godhead, inherent. They can go back home, back to Godhead. They will become capable of that. They don't have to do anything extra. So in that verse, purport, Sridhar Swami gives a commentary, says that just like a father, a legitimate son of a father, he doesn't have to do anything. Once his father dies, the property of father will come to him automatically without much endeavor. He just has to do one thing. He has to stay alive. He stays alive. Similarly, a devotee, he just has to do this. Tolerate whatever situation in his life and keep praying to the Lord and patiently waiting for the mercy. If he does that, at the end of the life, he will go back home, back to Godhead. There is nothing else that he needs to do. So we just needs to tolerate. We just need to tolerate. Some situations we can't do anything about it. According to our karma, we have got a particular spouse or a particular child or a particular community or particular parents, particular siblings. We can't do anything about it. So I'll give you an example. Suppose you are working in an office. So in the morning you pack some breakfast. So you packed some pasta, you put it in a hot case, you packed it and you went to the office. After going to the office, you opened your tiffin. When you opened your tiffin, you saw there is no spoon. And you saw that the pasta is not tasting nicely because you forgot to put salt. Now who is to be blamed? Who is to be blamed? Is there a confusion in that? Who is to be blamed? Ourselves. Who cooked the pasta? You. Who packed the pasta? You. Who forgot the spoon? You. So who should be blamed? You. So now, this particular spouse that we are getting, it's packed by our karma. Whatever we did karma in our previous life, according to that we got a spouse. But now we are complaining. But who cooked it? You must have asked in your previous life, I want a beautiful girl, I want an intelligent girl, I want a rich girl, but you forgot to add salt. You forgot that I want a sweet girl. So you got a rich and beautiful and intelligent, but she is like a demon. What? But who did that? You forgot to put the salt. Whose mistake? You should have asked for it. Whatever karma you do, whatever desires you have made, Krishna would have given you that kind of a spouse. So you created your own spouse. Now you are complaining, why this happened to me, why this happened to me. But who packed it? You forgot to pack the spoon. You forgot to ask the qualities that you want in your spouse. So now that you have done it, you tolerate it. You can't complain. Whatever Krishna has given you, you just have to tolerate. Next, T is also tit for tat. A devotee does not do tit for tat. A devotee tolerates. That's the nature of a devotee. In fact, many places in Srimad Bhagavatam, with the conversation of Kapil Dev and his mother, what he says, the quality of devotee is that titikshava, karunika, right? A devotee is so tolerant. In fact, there is one very beautiful verse which comes in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. When this Parikshit Maharaj episode happens, then Shamik Rishi is telling that how these devotees of the Lord will be, whether they will be cursed, neglected, ignored, cheated, mistreated, but they never have the urge to avenge it. They will be so tolerant. That is the quality of a devotee. So we just have to tolerate and no feelings of tit for tat. Actually, when we don't tolerate, we are the ones who suffer, right? I'm reminded of this one school in Japan. They did an exercise. They gave an exercise for the children. They said, get up and just look around in your classroom. How many children, your friends, you don't like? So everybody got up and they're counting 4, 5, 6. Said, how many kids you don't like? That many boiled potatoes you have to bring tomorrow. So the children brought it in a plastic bag. Now what should I do, teacher? Just carry it wherever you go. So they were going to the restroom carrying it, playground carrying it. After some time they thought, oh, this friend is so lucky, he just brought one. I brought 7 potatoes. And then the whole day the potatoes started smelling so badly. The teacher, we are not able to carry it. Then the teacher said, just like these potatoes are becoming so heavy for you physically, if you keep ill feelings for your friends in the mind, it is so heavy here. Because of that, we can't remember scriptures, we can't remember verses, we can't focus on our chanting because it's so crowded in here, right? But if we remove all those feelings, then we can be so happy. So no tit for tat, the devotee tolerate, right? So what all we finish? G for goal, and G for grateful, R for I for importance, H for humble and happy, A for adjusting, S for serving, and T for tolerate. Now comes the last one, acceptance. Whatever, adjust, accepting, it's almost the same. Just accept whatever. In India, when we were in the school, we used to play a game. If the teacher is not in the class, there is a typical game. Now children don't play. These are all our times. What I'm talking, my school is 40 years back. So we used to play Antakshari. So you have to sing a song, and the song ends with a particular letter. Then now you have to sing the song with that letter. So what we used to do is, whatever letter used to come, we used to happily sing without complaining, oh, why I got M, I want to sing with N. No. When M comes, we sing with M. And when N will come, I'll sing with N. Whatever is my present situation, I'm happy with that. So that's how our life should be. Okay, this is my situation. This is how I'll deal with it. When the situations change, I'll be happy in that situation also. So I accept. In fact, among all the cuisines, the South Indian cuisine is so wonderful because they have everything. Sweet, sour, pungent, right? You have rasam, rice, dals, every kind of taste is there. And that makes the South Indian plate so delicious, so yummy. So life is also like that. Sometimes there will be sweet situation, sometimes sour, sometimes, pungent. It will be different, bitter. And that when we accept those situations, we grow through it, right? If everything is always nice, 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 we will lose the value of nice, right? After you eat something spicy, then you take some sweet, this is so nice, you'll feel. But you're only eating sweet, 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 you'll get bored of it and you won't value it. So life is like that. So many situations will come, ups and downs will come. One has to just accept. In fact, the women are supposed to be more tolerant. In the scriptures, our scriptures say that the beautiful quality of woman is if she's able to tolerate. Usually when we say a woman, oh, she's beautiful, beauty is not only on how she is made physically. The beauty is women are supposed to have very sweet temperament. They have to have forgiving nature because women play such an important role. These instructions were given to Sita Devi when she was a young girl in the forest with Lord Ram. She was visiting so many sages in their hermitage. And these sages, they all had this very wise wives, used to give so nice advice to Sita Devi, how to be an ideal wife, how to be an ideal daughter-in-law. So the women, they play such an important role because they are connecting two families, husband's family and their family. And they are the mothers, they are the first teacher for the children. So they say in the scriptures, Narasya abharnam rupam, rupasya abharnam gnanam, gnanasya abharnam guna, gunasya abharnam shama. Oh, what is the essence of a lady? Oh, ornaments. But she's not that, doesn't look great only by ornaments. She should have good quality. Oh, not only good quality, she should have knowledge. Not only knowledge, she should have forgiving nature. Then that makes a woman very beautiful. So yes, so these are the small things that came to my mind. So I shared it with you. It's already 4:25. We still have some more time. Now if anybody has any questions, I'll pause here and open the place for questions and we can discuss further. Thank you so much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anybody has any questions? Yes.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for this very comprehensive class and that you explained all the aspects very nicely. I have a small question from tolerance. You have very nicely taught how we should be very tolerant and how we should accept our karma, that whatever we are getting now as a fruit, it is result of our past deeds that we have desired in the past like this. In this case, sometimes we get confused how to explain this situation. Because if we see in case of Dhruv Maharaj, out and disrespected. And then Dhruv Maharaj was out and he wanted to take revenge. He wanted to get a bigger kingdom than his father's kingdom or even bigger than Brahma. And although his mother Suniti tried to explain that, oh, it's one's own karma, we should not think like this, but he was still very determined that I want to get a bigger kingdom. So sometime in this situation, if we take a new step, if we come out of the situation and make a new way out, if we have seen in the lives of devotees, it has helped a lot, that they have been very successful in new services. But sometimes if you keep on tolerating and remain in the same thing, then sometimes it is more, not fruitful, much more fruitful. So how to decide? So there is a very thin line between tolerating and making a new way out, and not tolerating.
So, what I understand in your question, you said that sometimes tolerating becomes a little too much. So, how do we know whether I should tolerate or I should just move on instead of tolerating? If that tolerating is helping you getting closer to Krishna, then that's positive. But if that tolerating is taking you away from Krishna, it's not helping you in your disposition, then you should make a move. Maybe Krishna has a better plan. When we speak of the word tolerate, we are not talking, a disclaimer here, we're not talking about abusive people who abuse, physically or abuse with. When we are talking tolerate in a general sense, where we try to, tolerate and make ourselves humble, not give nourishment to our ego, and tolerate things. That sense I'm speaking about tolerating. So the only yardstick or the only focus is if that tolerating is helping us get closer to Krishna, then that is healthy. But otherwise, yeah, if it's not helping us to be Krishna conscious, it's disturbing our spiritual life, then we can move away and see other path. Yeah, Krishna has his own plan. Also, it's always nice to take shelter of a mentor for deciding things, because sometimes certain stimulants can guide us in the right way if we are guided by a mentor. For example, Dhruva Maharaj was negatively stimulated by the stepmother, where she says, you can't sit on your father's lap because you are not born from my womb. But he got a right guidance by Narad Muni and by his mother, and he went on to be a big devotee, and he is in the pages of Bhagavatam and we are reading about him. Similarly, Duryodhana also was negatively stimulated, where Draupadi laughed on him and said, oh, son of a blind man is a blind man. Look how he fell when he came to visit them in Indraprastha. But Duryodhan did not take it in a positive way, and the whole war of Mahabharata was fought because he didn't have the right mentor. So sometimes stimulation may come from different situation, but how you use it in Krishna's service, that right attitude is required. That attitude we can get when we have the right mentors, right association. So whenever such situation happens, you can always take a guidance whether I should tolerate or what good can I see out of this situation and go further. That helps you?
Yes, thank you very much, Mataji.
Anybody has any other question?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance.
Please accept
Thank
my
you very, very much for your class. I'm listening from the Vanaprastha perspective, not from the Grihasta perspective. And I was thinking as you were talking, when we should respect everyone in relation to our husband. No? So then I thought, yeah, we should respect everyone related to Krishna, no? Because everyone is related to Krishna. And that all these qualities you mentioned, I should also develop in myself or with myself. Also at first I need this good relationship with myself. Also it would be nice to learn how can I develop this. And the second part of my question is also related to the story with Dhruva Maharaj. I'm right now in this chapter also. And as Dhruva Maharaj, as he had material desires before, and as he saw the Lord personally, then all his desires disappeared and he was totally satisfied. And how can I really realize this satisfaction and the service for the Lord, that I can really realize there's nothing higher than to be allowed to serve the Lord, because also as devotees sometimes we tend to complain about maybe some is financial health or whatever. Also, how can I come to this contentness or satisfaction is a better word in English? Zufriedenheit? Both? Okay. And also, how can I be really content and let go my material considerations of the situation, because I don't know the whole picture anyways. So yeah, this would be very helpful for me if I could learn this contentness in my service. This is the highest, and don't worry about anything else.
Okay, I'll just try to. Because English is not my first language. I don't know if I understood very well, but I will repeat your question. So the first thing you were saying that I made a point that because we love our husband, we love everything related to him. So similarly, we love Krishna and we like everything related to Krishna. So on this point, in our lives also sometime, there are 3 stages. I've seen personally in my life also. Initially, I had that feeling of community, because I'm from a Gujarati background. Whenever I see some Gujarati, I used to feel very happy. It's my Gujarati, so happy I feel, But slowly that feeling went off. Like I remember when the first time I came with my husband in the 1998 year, we took a Euro-Rail pass and we were traveling different countries. And we were there out of India for a long time, maybe like 15, 20 days. I was already missing India. So in our train, in our compartment, an Indian couple walked in and they were Gujaratis. And I became so happy and I was talking to them and we shared some prasadam. So my husband was telling, I never saw you so happy. So many smiles are coming. So happy you became. Oh, why shouldn't I become happy? They're Gujaratis. But over a time, I realized that for me now, Gujaratis is not important. But if somebody is having kanti or tilak, I'll become very happy. Oh, our devotee, ISKCON devotee. We'll immediately ask, are you from ISKCON? Oh, you're also following Prabhupada? We become so happy. But now we have to go above that also. It's not about ISKCON, it's not about kanti. Everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. She may not be wearing kanti, she may not be an ISKCON devotee, but she's part and parcel of that Krishna whom we love, and every day morning we are worshipping and dedicated our life. She's part and parcel of that Krishna. She's part and parcel of that Krishna. So slowly we'll have to go higher and higher. So initially it's our community, New Simhachalam congregation, my congregation, then devotee, ISKCON. But it has to be above that, like Mataji mentioned that. But it will start from here. When we start loving people around us, then that is contagious. It will spread, it will spread, it will spread. Sometimes what we do is, if we only love Krishna, then that becomes like Kanishta. I can love only Krishna, but I cannot love anybody connected to Krishna. So what we do is, we start loving everybody around us, but as Mataji was saying, keeping Krishna in the center. I love my children because they are Krishna's children. I love my husband because he's a Vaishnava. In the beginning of the class, we started this whole topic saying that we have to respect our husband or wife because she is also Krishna's devotee. Now forget about the devotee part also. Everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. So with that consciousness, we should start loving, and that should be our goal, that one day I'll be able to love everybody in this world unconditionally because they belong to Krishna. I don't know if that was what you were trying to say, the first part. The second part, you said that how do I get satisfaction in my service, that what I'm doing is the best?
Yeah, that I realize, also not exactly like Dhruva, this is not my level, but that I realize also that to serve the Supreme Lord is the highest activity we can do, and that we not complain about something, that that I not only from my intelligence realize it, and that I really realize that with my feelings. No? So that and that's
So
leads to satisfaction.
How can we appreciate in whatever situation Krishna has put us in? How can we appreciate that this is best for me? Whatever service I'm doing, this is best. Yeah, So that happens when we always keep the bigger picture in mind. Because when we regularly read the Bhagavatam and we see so many problems there, we see so many problems the devotees face, so many ups and downs happen. So actually, the fact that Krishna is merciful to us, how will I have that realization? The fact that we are able to continue chanting and continue service, that itself is Krishna's mercy on us. It's a privilege. Otherwise, it is very difficult to continue Krishna consciousness. I'm reminded of this one Maharaj. He was sharing, one Prabhuji was singing very well. So Maharaj said, "Oh, you are singing so well. You are singing like a Gandharva." Then immediately the devotee said, "It is Krishna's mercy." Then Maharaj said, "To remember that it is Krishna's mercy is Krishna's greatest mercy." To always be in that constant consciousness that is Krishna's mercy is the second installment of Krishna's mercy and the most important installment of Krishna's mercy. So sometimes we may have so much opulence in Krishna Bhakti, where we are able to sing and dance and cook and make garlands for Krishna. That is all Krishna's mercy. But to remember that is Krishna's mercy, that is Krishna's greatest mercy. That we can remember that Krishna, you are so kind and giving me this privilege and opportunity to be in association of your devotees. See, something which is gotten very, very easily, we don't value it when things happen very easily. But we cannot be like the gopis that get separated from service and then we will again value it more, because we are not on that level. Like for some, separation increases love. For us, separation may become completely distraction and we may leave Krishna's service. So while being in association, only increasing the appreciation. So that means we have to start doing it step by step. Sometimes the appreciation and gratefulness for Krishna will not come in a big way. So we will start in small steps, then the bigger appreciation will come. So that means what we have to do is we have to start by appreciating small things in life. Like I was giving example, today the weather is very nice, and today prasadam was very nice, today my chanting happened nicely, today this happened. If that little appreciation and we make this as an habit, then we can start appreciating everything in our life. But on the contrary, what we are doing is we keep complaining about little things in our life, and then we remain unsatisfied overall in our life. So we can start with little appreciation, and in this, journal writing helps a lot. When you write a diary or you make a habit to write every day, Krishna is so kind. Today my day was spent like this. I could chant, I could read, I could hear, I could serve. And if we keep writing like that every day, then we will be able to see, yes, my life is going so wonderfully. And also when we take association of other devotees, then we feel happy. We read Bhagavatam regularly, then we feel happy and we can appreciate. See, and also when we appreciate others in our life, when we appreciate presence of this person in our life, that person in our life, see what happens is, sometimes our appreciation is on a very low level. I can appreciate you only if you do something nice for me. So today you bring the plate for prasadam for me. What's your name? Anita. So I'll be so happy. Anita is very nice. She brought prasadam for me. Anita is very nice. She keeps prasadam for me. What is happening is my appreciation is on a very low level. I appreciate her because she did something for me. But slowly that appreciation has to come in a little higher level. So now what I have to do is, not in relation with me. Generally, Anita helps everybody. She helps everybody, or she is nice to everybody. And then from that level, the appreciation should go a little higher. Oh, she is like Kunti Devi. Such a sweet heart she has. So like that, slowly, first we can start appreciating people in connection with us. How helpful they are to me. That's okay. Basic level we can start like that because we are not in that high level. And then slowly from that level we should start appreciating other qualities also. Even if he didn't bring prasadam for me today, but actually he has this quality, he has this quality, he has this quality. Then on the third level, these qualities of him are like Ambarish Maharaj. Oh, and start comparing with some person in the Bhagavatam. So, like that, when our appreciation level increases, we'll appreciate everything around us, and then we'll be grateful for this privilege, whatever we have. And of course, just like when we eat food, we get physical strength. When we continuously hear and read, we will value it. We'll value whatever situation we are put in. Like, I was once telling somebody, chant Hare Krishna, chant Govinda, it's very powerful. Okay. Then I quoted one sloka. It is there in the Skanda Purana that if you give a Meru mountain full of gold, donation to somebody on the day of Surya Grahana, still it is not even 1/4 of merit that you get by chanting only one time Govinda. She was shocked. Really? Just by chanting one time Govinda? Oh, this much benefit is there. Now she chanted Govinda with so much gratefulness and with appreciation. So it's like that. And if we keep on doing this appreciation exercise with everybody in our community, with every service, it is like when we want to grow our muscles, we do some exercise in gym. We want to grow our appreciation and gratefulness for the devotees. We have to do this exercise of appreciating everybody on regular basis. He is so nice, she is so nice, this is so nice. If we keep doing it, then it will come naturally to us. This is what is coming in my mind right now.
Could I please add, how can I be, like you said, on one side humble and happy in Krishna consciousness, and on the other side have also appreciation and respect, also some healthy self-esteem, ne? Because my experience is if I don't have a good relationship with myself, when I'm totally unsatisfied with myself, then even if I appreciate the others, the relationship is not naturally nice or not naturally happy. Also, how can I find this healthy balance between being humble and have these qualities which Krishna wants to see from us in the Bhagavad Gita, and on the other side to have a healthy self-esteem, also to appreciate myself, to have respect towards myself. This I would like to know.
No, being humble.
Is it totally different? Is my perspective totally wrong?
Being humble does not come in between our self-esteem. When we are trying to be humble, we are not trying to demean ourselves. Being humble is actually, sometimes the devotees have so many misconceptions about being humble. Being humble means I have to be always in a very, No, being humble just means that we don't allow our ego to come between us and our purpose to serve Krishna. That's all humility means. Humility does not mean to be very low about oneself. Sometimes devotees think humble means I should have no self-esteem, I should be very lowly. Oh, Prabhu, why slap only one? You can slap me here also. It's not. That's not humility. A devotee should not be passive. A devotee should not be aggressive. A devotee has to be assertive. When things has to be told, they have to be told. That's it. That is humble only. We see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was so humble with Prakashananda Saraswati. When he met all the sadhus, he was sitting in a place where they were washing feet and hands. So humble. We see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so humble with the authorities of Jagannath temple. They were not allowing the Muslims to come, right? So Haridas Thakur is a pure devotee. He was also not allowed to come inside the temple. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so humble, no fighting with the authorities, why can't you allow? But with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was not humble. He said, whatever you are speaking is like you are clouding the sun. What you are speaking is not right. So where required, he spoke. And sometimes he conquered with humility, sometimes he conquered by being assertive. So a devotee of Krishna is very intelligent. Where he has to do what, he will take that. So humility basically means is not to allow our ego to come between us and our purpose of serving Krishna. So suppose if somebody is younger to me, but I have to do some service to Krishna, at that time maybe I'll have to glorify her a little bit. I will not mind. At that time my ego or esteem will not come in between, because my purpose to serve Krishna is more important than anything else for me. So that kind of thing, situations, we show our humility. But humility definitely does not mean to feel inferior or feel low or allow others to take advantage of us and exploit us. That is not humility. Whenever whatever needs to be said, that needs to be said. When Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they were so assertive. At the same time, we can't say that they were not humble. They were having all the qualities of Vaishnava. But if you see, they were like Simha, like lion. When required, they speak. When not required, they're completely humble. Like we see Prabhupada, when Mataji, when Yamuna Mataji was appreciating Prabhupada, you are like gold. One day Prabhupada was sitting on the window side and some sun was falling on him and he was like looking so beautiful. Hey, Prabhupada, you are like gold. Then Prabhupada said, I am not gold, I am iron. My Guru Maharaj is gold. Sometimes Prabhupada used to be like so humble. And then at one time when a reporter said, what do you think of yourself? Are you a pure devotee? Oh yes, I am. Can you show me Krishna? Yes, I can show you Krishna. Oh, where is Krishna? You are coming in between me and Krishna, go side. So like at times he used to be like a lion, and at times he used to be like, you American boys and girls, you are helping me. Your Guru Maharaj has sent you all to me. I would not be able to do anything without all of your help. But in fact, I remember one letter conversation. There was one man who one devotee who wrote a letter to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I think you need a lot of help. So I'm thinking that I will shift, from whichever country he was. I'm thinking I should come to Vrindavan. I think you need a lot of help. And he wrote, with a little tinge of ego. And Prabhupada immediately replied to him saying that I think you should help yourself. As of now, I don't require your help. You better stay wherever you are and help yourself. And immediately the second letter, one devotee wrote that actually I am so useless, I am nothing. And Prabhupada replied to him, I am very much in need of useless people like you. Come quickly, I need your help. So the secretary who is like, writing the letter, he's shocked. That one person said, Prabhupada, I want to help. And Prabhupada said, you help yourself. And one said, actually, I am not capable. Prabhupada said, no, actually, I need you. Prabhupada used to know how to maintain that, who needs what kind of boost up, what kind of treatment, who requires, right? So yeah, sometimes we just, give, wrong definitions to, words like humble and all. It basically means that even Vaishnava Aparad, that is also the most misunderstood word in the Vaishnava community. For everything they will get aparad, Vaishnava aparad. They don't want to say anything. No, Vaishnava aparad is basically if you are purposely, enviously criticizing or fault finding of somebody, then it comes under aparad. But if she's just taking this kartal and I want it back, I will say, yes, I want it back. No, aparad, okay, you take it, okay, you slap me. Okay, it doesn't happen like that. We have to be very assertive as a devotee, So we shouldn't be so much, concerned about. Only thing is we should have on regular basis self-introspection, that whenever I'm seeing some fault in others, is it because of my enviousness? What is happening with me? That is why this journal writing helps a lot. If somebody writes on a regular basis, then they can understand what is the thought process going on in their own mind. If they keep writing regularly, what is happening? And when you see those same writings after 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, you'll be amazed that this is what I thought at that point of time in my life. I was having such amazing thoughts about Krishna. So when you can understand whether you're going down or you're going up. If after seeing those 1 year back journal, you feel, oh, this is what I used to think, how could I be so funny? That means you're going up. Or if you think, oh, I used to think, how come now I don't get those thoughts? That means we are going down. So that way we can judge ourselves whether I'm going up scale in Krishna consciousness or my graph is going down. So that writing, even if it takes like 10-15 minutes before sleeping in the night, what is your thought process? What happened today? And that when we have to write, then we ourselves go deep into our mind. And that which we only don't know about ourselves, writing is introduces ourselves to ourselves, which we didn't even know that this is what I think, this is what is going on in my mind. Am I speaking very fast? No? Okay.
Thank you very, very much.
Can I ask a question? Mataji, also first of all, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because you are your talk is very, very inspiring, and I just hope I change something. And I would like to ask you, so I changed something in my life. I mean, you were talking about introspection and the importance of having a mentor. And, I'm trying to be introspective as much as possible, but I can see, because I don't really have mentor on like some daily basis. I think in Germany, there is a lack of, we don't have this established mentorship. And I can see after those years I've been practicing Krishna consciousness that I have come to some point that because of that, I'm not getting further. And I can see now, I need help, like this element. So please, can you give me an advice, and maybe also some others who are in the same situation who don't have mentors, what can we do? Because mentorship needs lots of time. Yes. And that's what the devotees don't have. Everyone is kind of occupied. We have children, we have like this. And so, and also mentor has to have certain quality. Yes. So advancement. So please, can you give me some, I understood like writing journal, it's also helpful. One can, but what can I else do? Thank you.
Yeah, actually, to have a physical mentor is a privilege. Sometimes in ISKCON, you can get Krishna, but you cannot get devotees. They are so busy. They don't have time. I don't know of a solution, frankly, because I definitely feel that mentor is a person whom we should be able to trust and reveal our heart, and they should be so mature and wise of not being judgmental about us, and they should be like a well. Whatever you speak goes deep and never comes out, and they never share it with somebody else. And they should be helpers, because the person who guides us, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that they should be more advanced than us. They should be our well-wisher. They should have that affection for us. And they should be ninda shunya. Means they should not be critical of others. They should have the right qualities. So, I don't know, since the physical mentor is not present, maybe Krishna, you have to pray to Krishna that someday some person walks in your life whom you can, on regular basis share. Till that time you can take, like Sanatan Goswami says, Madek Bandhu Bhagavatam. Is Madeka Sharanam, only Bhagavatam. You can take shelter of Bhagavatam and keep praying to Krishna. That because this is something which you can't even do online, because mentor is somebody who has to give you that ear and, here and on day-to-day basis, or at least if not on a regular basis. I feel everybody in this world has to have somebody who knows everything about you, because people have three lives. They have a public life, which people know. They have a private life, which their spouse knows. And they have a secret life, which only they know and Krishna knows. Paramatma, nobody knows. And there is no synchronization alignment between these three. And as a result, they'll keep wearing mask. And in that mask, they will only forget what is their real rupa. I feel everybody in this world should have one such person in their life from whom they have not hidden anything. They should know us as we are, like a Xerox machine. And then they will be able to help and guide us. No, this is where you are going wrong. That is what you shouldn't be doing. So it's a privilege, definitely. Or, sometimes we can even have our spouse as a mentor if they are matured, and, that can be one, because, or otherwise, like, just pray to Krishna when you pray and chant, and maybe Till that time, just take shelter of Srila Prabhupada books. Sometimes Srila Prabhupada and Krishna as Paramatma will give you answers, Sometimes the devotees, they say, oh, today's class, I just felt that you spoke to me. How does this happen? I had this question this morning and you answered it. So how is this happening? It's Paramatma. It just guides you to the right place at the right moment and gives you answer. Sometimes Krishna directly helps you by sending you a mentor. Sometimes he just indirectly helps you by just connecting you to the right people at the right time, right moment. So we can just keep praying and yeah, that's what, even I don't know a solution for this. Yeah, anybody else has any other question? Yeah, yes.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for your wonderful discourse about the Grihasta life and also the expansion of those letters. The first one you talked about the goal. So I just said I personally, I speak for myself. I understand the things kind of in a theoretical way, so to say. Especially the sense of urgency. We all know the ultimate goal of life is to go back to the Godhead. But as you also said, I have a natural tendency of that okay, I already committed so many sins in this life. I don't think I will be able to get delivered in this life. So when I know that there is no chance for me getting delivered in this life, I have to anyway go to the next life. We keep doing what I can do, but we don't make any extra endeavor. So how to instill that sense of urgency within us?
Okay, so your question is, sometimes that urge of urgency may not arise. So what should we do at that time? See, mostly we have to try and be in association, inspiring association. But even if that is not possible, we consistently keep doing what we are doing and finally result will happen. Because Krishna is not sadhana siddha, he is kripa siddha. It's not that one day Krishna will say, oh, he chanted 16 rounds for 35 years, so according to me 16 into 35 into, now you can go. Now you can go to Goloka Vrindavan, you have just got the ticket. It doesn't happen like that. What Krishna is going to see is your endeavor. Okay, and one day, it's like a little child. Sometimes, you show the child a toy and the child is walking and falling. And finally, the mother is like, okay, he's tried enough. Then now the mother goes and just embraces the child. This is what Krishna is going to do to us. He'll just keep watching that, yes, he's trying. And one day he will just come and embrace us. So Krishna consciousness is not about doing something extraordinary. It's about doing the ordinary consistently. So even if you are not able to get that super inspiration and do something very big, just keep doing what Prabhupada has asked us to do. The morning program, being in association of devotees, only eating prasadam, chanting our 16 rounds. Even if it sounds very, very ordinary, nothing special about it, but it's okay. If we consistently do that, things will happen. And Krishna will be happy with us. That's all. And try and be in inspiring association. Regularly reading Bhagavatam is the only solution. When we constantly and regularly, the words of Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. What is that verse? Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. You know that word prayeshu? That's very important. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu means if you read Bhagavatam today, completely abhadra will not go. Prayeshu, almost all. Something may still remain. That is why Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Continuously do it. Slowly the cleaning, because we are like those ink bottles of bluish color. You keep on pouring water, and one day the ink bottle will become completely white. Just have to have patience. So what we need to focus on, to be in such an environment where your consistency remains. That's all. That should not be going up and down. So even if you don't feel very inspired, maybe I cannot go back to God at this life, that's all right, but I will continue what I have taken vow for. I will continue doing this on regular basis. That should be our motto. And one day it will happen.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, it's anybody has question? I'm okay, but the time is 6 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Okay. If anybody has any other questions? Shall we close it? No more questions? We'll close it here. Thank you so much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Prahlada Narasimhadeva Bhagavan ki jai, New Simhachalam Dham ki jai. I'm very happy to be here in New Simhachalam, whereas I am from the original Simhachalam. I am from the Simhachalam Dham. I live there in Vishakhapatnam, where the temple is Simhachalam Temple. So our Simhachalam Temple is just 10 minutes drive from our temple. So where we reside, just take a 10 minutes drive and we can go to Simhachalam.
Please give us blessings that we can also.
So I'm inviting all of you at New Simhachalam. Please come to Simhachalam. We have a beautiful temple and we have a guest house with 100 rooms. You can come and we have a Goshala. We have a nice temple coming up. So you can come and stay with us. And we are right on the beach. And the Simhachalam temple is just 10-15 minutes drive. And we have very good relation with the pujaris at Simhachalam temple. So if you come there, you can have darshan of Varaha Lakshmi Narasimha Swami, who is the presiding deity of Simhachalam. So so when I first heard from devotees about New Simhachalam, I was thinking that they put the name New Simhachalam, so do they also have Varaha Lakshmi Narasimha Swami? But then I saw here, yeah.
Changed the name. There was another name. It was like Navaji Narasimha Kshetra, but it was too long.
Okay.
Krishna Kshetra Maharaj suggested we change. Actually, we're not even New Simhachalam. We are just Simhachalam.
Okay.
Simhachalam. He changed so that he thought actually it would invite more Indians to come. You see, it's working. Huh? Actually, that they would come. And we have mostly South Indians coming.
Yeah.
All worship.
Yeah, if you say Balaji, Tirupati, Simhachalam, they will come.
They come.
Yeah.
It's just, it was too big, 5-letter name, 40 years ago, so we changed.
Nice. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. So see you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I have a very small request actually. Today, actually, it's a little bit sad day for me because my best friend, he's a great devotee in India. His younger brother, he's below 40 years of age, and he has a prolonged illness, liver, and he has expired. So he has left the body today. I just received the news over phone. And my friend is a very nice devotee, elevated. He always inspires me. And his younger brother has gone, so I'm also feeling that pain. And since I am in Simhachalam, we all are in Simhachalam in front of the most blissful Sri Sri Narasimhadev Bhagavan. So I would like to request all of you, very senior devotees, Mataji and everyone, that please pray for my friend's brother, that he get a next journey towards Godhead. Please.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So since Prabhu mentioned, we should pray one more time. Even my husband is not doing well. He's got a stomach ailment and we came all the way to Simhachalam, but he's not able to even move around. He's taking rest in the bed. So we just pray one time for him also, to Narasimha Swami, so he quickly recovers and he can come.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. If he feels well, tomorrow he will join us all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Her Grace Nitaisevini Mataji ki, His Grace Sambha Prabhu ki.
Present for you. This is the story of Simhachalam. And you see this orange part is the whole story of how Simhachalam came to be. And of course, I'm sure you know most of these prayers inside, but still it's a nice history. It's from the 1980s, I think, now. So Krishna Kshetra Swami, an original pujari who came, who is in Hawaii in this story. So, I designed the book. I'm a designer. I've lived here for the last 12 years. So I'm sorry, I organized this kids camp. So I'm running, I wanted to come, so I was able to come for the last 15 minutes. So,
I'm so happy that you're doing this. I also do the children's summer camp in India.
in India,
We do it for 7 days, but we don't allow parents.
I have the opposite, that parents have to come. So it's more like a family camp in that way.
Yeah, it's family.
Family camp.
Kids camp.
And you really have to start. Which age?
We have it from 10 years to 16, 17 years. It's a 7 days camp. It's completely residential. Is somebody going to give
is, you know, we have a temple president from Atlanta. They don't, what's his name? I forgot what his name